IFTA is arithmetic. Let the file do it. Every quarter you owe each jurisdiction fuel tax on the miles you drove there, minus the tax you already paid at the pump. That is the whole thing, and this workbook does that arithmetic for all 58 jurisdictions. This is the IFTA Quarterly Fuel Tax Tracker from NicheToolkits. 9 tabs, and every screen you are about to see is the real file, recalculated before filming. You know the Friday. The quarter closed weeks ago, the return is due at the end of October, and the miles are in a notebook while the receipts are in a shoebox. So the file ships with a worked sample. 1 truck, Unit 101, based in Colorado, 58 trip lines and 26 receipts for the third quarter of 2026. Sample data, not a customer. Chapter 1. Start Here. The Start Here tab is the whole method on one page. 3 steps: setup, then the trip log and the fuel log, then the quarterly return, and every tab is listed by the job it does. It also carries the checklist you run before you file. Load the current quarter's rates, confirm the surcharge column, and read the Audit Check tab. Chapter 2. 5 cells once. Setup is who is filing: your name, your IFTA account, your base jurisdiction, the unit number, and the fuel type. Type them once. Every other tab reads them from here. Then pick the year and the quarter. The file works out the statutory due date and rolls it to the next business day. October 31st, 2026 is a Saturday, so this return is due Monday, November 2nd. The late rules live here too. 1 month late on this sample would mean the $50 minimum penalty plus 74 cents of interest, $55.46 to send instead of $4.72. Chapter 3. Every state line is a row. The trip log is 1 row per state line crossing, with the odometer at each line. Date, jurisdiction, odometer in, odometer out. The miles are a formula, and each row has to start where the last one ended. Exempt miles get their own column, like this 12-mile off-highway yard move in Texas. There is room for 400 rows in each log, and every row is tagged with its quarter. Chapter 4. The state you bought in gets the credit. The fuel log is 1 row per receipt: date, state, vendor, gallons, price, and the receipt number. The sample carries 26 receipts, 1,350 1.5 gallons. The state you bought in is the most important cell on the row. This Illinois receipt, 61 gallons at Petro in Joliet, becomes a tax-paid credit on the Illinois line of the return. Chapter 5. The form, worked out. The quarterly return is the state form, already worked out. Fleet MPG first, 8,765 miles over 1,351.5 gallons is 6.49. Then 1 line per jurisdiction. Illinois, 828 miles, 128 taxable gallons, 61 already paid at the pump, so 67 net gallons at the Illinois rate, $49.45 due. Indiana runs the other way. You bought more fuel there than you burned, so Indiana owes you $49.39, and the file shows it as a credit. At the bottom, 16 jurisdictions net out. 1,348 taxable gallons against 1,350 1.5 tax-paid gallons, and $4.72 to send with the return. Chapter 6. 1 column to update each quarter. Tax rates holds all 58 jurisdictions, 48 states, and 10 Canadian provinces, with the third quarter 2026 diesel rates loaded, read from the IFTA matrix on August 26th, and provisional until September 4th. Each quarter you type the new rates into 1 column, and the return recalculates. The surcharge column is here too. This quarter Kentucky and Virginia carry 1, and the return adds it for you. Chapter 7. Audit-ready every quarter. The Audit Check tab is the record an auditor asks for, checked live against your logs. No missing odometers, no odometer gaps, no receipts without a state, and an MPG inside the band you set. Keep it for years. The dashboard reads it all back. Net tax this quarter, fleet MPG, the days until the return is due, and the audit flags, which on the sample read 0. Chapter 8. The year and its deadlines. Year view lines up the 4 quarters with their miles, gallons, and MPG, and every due date for the year, weekends already rolled forward. The next deadline is never a surprise. Under the hood, for 1,873 formulas. Before filming, the file was recalculated clean in LibreOffice, and every figure was recomputed independently. 747 checks, 0 failures. It opens in Excel, Google Sheets, and Apple numbers. Portable formulas, no macros. And plainly, this is a planning tool, not tax, legal, or accounting advice. Confirm the rates and your base jurisdiction's rules before you file. The IFTA quarterly fuel tax tracker is $17.97, one time, in 4-color editions, with free updates. The link is in the description. Log the miles, keep the receipts, and let the file do the arithmetic.